Hello everyone, welcome to our class. Yes, education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. From this, a strong and powerful proverb, we will move on to our class. That is, I just want to show how to install Ubuntu on your Windows operating system. See, without shutting down your operating system, that is your Windows, you are going to access your Linux or Ubuntu. Linux is nothing but the version. Linux version is Ubuntu. Okay, so Ubuntu on your Windows itself. So myself, Madhuraya Davampi, so assistant professor working for GFGC Soraba. So here, see, directly we can't install Ubuntu onto our Windows operating system. For that, we need one intermediate software. That is what, where we are creating a virtual area, so that in that area we are creating a space for our Ubuntu, so that it can run on our Windows operating system. Yes, for that we need some prerequisites of softwares. That is, first one is VirtualBox, which acts as an intermediate, okay, between your Ubuntu and your Windows operating system. So VirtualBox, Ubuntu, that is your you want to download the ISO file of your Ubuntu, whichever version you want, you can download it. Okay, after downloading procedure, we will move on to the installation. First and foremost, you have to install this VirtualBox, and after that we will create a space in your VirtualBox for the Ubuntu operating system. Okay, so note, we are not at all shutting down our Windows operating system. Instead, on that itself we are working our Ubuntu or the Linux. Okay, so now we will just see how exactly we will do these steps. Okay, now we came onto our internet in order to download our software VirtualBox. Yeah, now you can see it has been downloaded. If you open on your downloads, you can check it out. So here VirtualBox, double click on this. So it will start with the installation process. Now you can see this is the welcome to the Oracle VM VirtualBox of 6.1 setup wizard. So click on to next. Here it will ask in which path you have to install your VirtualBox. Let it be by default if there is no any reason. So let it be in that only, or else you can choose the path also. Moving on to the next, it will ask for the creating, like you want to create a start menu entries or shortcuts or whatever. If you want, you can check it or uncheck it. Going on to the next, warning, network interfaces. So it will say that features will reset your network connections and temporarily disconnect from you the network. Proceed with this installation. So yes, of course I want to do so. Next, coming on to installation. So it is started with the installation. You can see it will take few minutes for the installation process. You can see that after installation and all, it just gave that its installation is completed by clicking on the finish button. Yes, after installation, you can see this is the icon of the Oracle virtual machine, that is VirtualBox. Okay, double click on this, you will get this page. It's a home page of your virtual manager. So VirtualBox, you can see file. So there are so many options over here for machines. In order to new one, add it. So help and all, you have it. So this is what our home page of our VirtualBox. Okay, now we will move on to our, once again with a Google, where we will search for our Ubuntu. Okay, Ubuntu download for Windows 10. So if you click on this, you can see there is a Ubuntu website. So on that you will click over here. So here go for downloads and check for your Ubuntu desktop. The latest version, whatever it will be over displayed in this web page. So whichever you want, you can download it. So click on this download button. So you can see this download is nothing but it is of 2.7 GB. So that much of, you can see here it is a ISO file which is of 2.7 GB and it will take too much of time. So I have already downloaded this file. So for that reason I have cancelled the action, and you can see here I have already downloaded. See here, Ubuntu desktop AMD 64. This is an ISO file which is size of 2.73 GB. Now from this downloads we are moving on to our VirtualBox. You can see here there are tools like new, add and all. We will click on the new machine which we are going to create it. You can name your machine, that is Ubuntu. As soon as you just check it out, as soon as you click UB, automatically the type will be taken as Linux and version is Ubuntu 64. Okay, you can give the name Ubuntu. After the click on next, so it is asking for memory size. You go for memory size. So I will take more than half of it. Okay, click on next, and it is asking for, see, by default it is recommended like hard disk is of 10 GB. Let it create its own virtual hard disk. So click on create. Okay, once again it is asking for VirtualBox disk image. Let it have its own disk image and dynamically allocated. Yes, of course. After that it is asking for file location and size. See, if you have any reasons, then change this location. Else take it into a default, and if at all if you want the file locations to be more than 2 GB, then just go for it and just click on create. See, this is how it has been created. Now actually the virtual space has been created for this Ubuntu machine, but still we have not installed our Ubuntu in your system. Okay. Now once again we are moving on to the next step, that is settings of your Ubuntu machine. So now click on this settings, right click settings, you will get a general. So on this general, no need of changing anything, go for advanced. Here it will say shared clipboard disabled, you go for bidirectional. From there or this you can go in both the direction, drag and drop also bidirectional. So place it. After that go for system. You can see many like motherboard, what are all the processors you have. Like you have one CPU, you can make it 2 CPUs, or up to 4 CPUs you can make it. So display, so many things are all there. So after that storage, actual work where is with over here. Okay, so in the storage, if you see the empty disk is there, click on this. So here optical drive it will ask for, and you click on this disk. Okay, click over here saying that choose create a virtual optical disk. So it will ask for, so now you click on this add button. It will opens and ask for virtual optical disk file. So here whatever we have downloaded, that Ubuntu ISO file, that we are selecting and we will say open. Okay, so now you choose that one. See here your Ubuntu 20.10 desktop ISO file is over here, and after that you can see audio is there. If you want you can check enable audio input, enable audio output and all. So network, serial ports are all you can activate. USB, just like your normal machine. So you have all settings over here. So whatever you want you can further you can change the settings, and you can make your own machine to work as depending upon your choice. Okay, so after this we will click on run virtual machine. See here Ubuntu, press enter. You can view over here also. The mini screen is displayed, and this is your big screen. It started with checking this 3%, 4%. You can see here. Now it's 94% complete. Now you can see this is the actual home screen of our Ubuntu. Now you have to follow a few steps for an installation. So press install Ubuntu and we will select English US. Continue. Normal installation. Go for continue. For erase disk and install Ubuntu. So it is a virtual machine, so no problem. But if it is a physical machine, you will have to check twice before you do this. And also one more thing, you are installing Ubuntu all alone on your VirtualBox, so there is no problem. But if at all, if you want to install one more machine, then once again you have to cross check with the things. So once again it is asking write the changes to this. Continue. Now it asks for time. Select this India, Kolkata, it will display. Click on continue. Yes, here you have to give your name, whichever you like, whatever you like, you can mention it. Okay, automatically it will take the other two blocks, that is computer name and also username. So here I will give one password. So password should be very strong. If at all if you have given some password means you have to remember that. If you forget means once again you have to install the things. Go for login automatically. So that will gives you like no need of giving any kind of password. Now you can see it started with installation. So it starts to copy the files. See what are the features of Ubuntu computing easier than ever. Few cool new things which they have incorporated in this type of software. See here one new feature, that is VLC player has been given out in this operating system. So you can see that our installation is complete. To begin with, we have to restart. So if you press restart, your system will get restarted. Finally, we are on to our Ubuntu machine. So this is what the username which we have created. So click on this. It will ask for password. Type password whichever you have given and press enter. It will ask for question about how to improve Ubuntu. I will go for next. Privacy. We are ready to go. You can use software to install apps like this. When done, you will get this as a home page. So this is what we wanted. Now we will get into the terminal. Why? Because most of our commands will be typed on terminal or else editor. If you press clear, it will give you the terminal. See, it will say if you want to run a command as administrator, user root, you have to use sudo command. So now we are in a user only. So let me check for one command whether it works or not. Yes, of course it is working. Yes, command, fine. pwd. Yes, this is how it is working. So this finishes our installation. So till now we just saw about installation of the VirtualBox and also the Ubuntu. Thank you.